Good morning, YouTube. I hope your morning's going good. I hope your morning's going as good as mine has been going. I decided that I wasn't going to waste my morning sitting inside, and usually I scroll on my phone. I got this weird thing going on with my goatee. Let me fix it. I decided I wasn't going to sit there and waste my time inside, just playing on my phone. I wanted to come out here and watch the birds for a minute. Y'all check this out. Let me turn the camera around. Man, look how beautiful all this is. Let's see if I can fix that lens. All right, now that I cleaned it, y'all look around. This is the Exchange Club Park here in my hometown, Brookhaven. And let me tell you, it's beautiful. Behind me is a railroad track and the trusty Super Shadow. Y'all, that bike has been an absolute trooper. If you're ever wanting to get into motorcycles, that is one of the best bikes to get your hands on. They're really cheap, and they're stupid reliable. Man, I took that bike. I've taken that bike all the way to North Carolina, and no trouble. It's never given me any troubles. The only time I've ever had to put a wrench to it is to change the battery and to put a new back tire on it. And I really didn't even have to change the battery. I was changing the battery on another bike. So instead of buying a brand new battery for this other bike, I decided to pull the battery out of this one and put a new battery in it, because this is my main gig. There's the Exchange Club guys. They're pretty cool cats. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I decided to put a battery in that instead of putting a battery in a bike that I'm not going to ride that much, or that needed repair. And obnoxiously enough, that bike decided to lock itself up. But anyway, man, I see some folks coming in, so we'll talk about something a little more serious than batteries and motorcycles. And man, just, when I come out here, when I take time away from my phone, when I take time to put my phone down and walk away from it, man, y'all, this is an addiction. Phones are, this social media, man, it's hard to walk away from. It really is. It's so enticing. Like, you can sit on this thing, if you're bored, within 30 seconds you can entertain yourself for days. And I just have to ask myself, I have to come to a place where I ask myself, how much of my life have I wasted, have I lost just scrolling? Not doing anything, just scrolling. How many moments like this, how many birds, man, golly, how many beautiful mornings do I just let slip by me? Until one day I won't have any more beautiful mornings. God, this is what it is, that's what it's about. And to think that this happens every single day. Hey, what's up, yo? It happens every single day, and we just miss it. We just let it go. Hello. Me, all of them. I'm on a roll. Man, there you go, Rick. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, and me too. I'm every day, man, I jump up, hit the ground running, and I'm so tired of the rat race. And I enjoy the work I do. I really do. It's fun. It's fun work. I enjoy doing this content creation, even though I'm not making any money at it. YouTube really is discouraging when it comes to trying to actually be a professional content creator. I don't know what the deal is. I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to make content and have fun, and hey, whatever. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But yeah, though, man, I'm on a roll all the time, man. I jump out of the bed, hit the ground running, and I miss all of this. Every day I miss it. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? And even the folks that, do get up early, do get to experience the mornings, I mean, do you really get to experience it? And I kind of wonder as a society, what would it be like if we got up, say, an hour early, got ready, went to work, but went to work an hour early just to experience, you know, the morning. Like you sit outside your office, you sit outside your workplace, and just experience the morning off your phones. What would it do to you? How much would it improve your life? And I don't know. It may not at all. This may be just all in my head, and but I really think it would do something special. Like if you put forth the effort to live life instead of watching other people live life. And I find that to be so wild that I will spend hours watching other people do what I want to do, but I won't take that time to go do the thing that I want to do. Like it's just the path of least resistance is watching someone else. Man, it's just so beautiful. These birds. The path of least resistance is watching other people do it. Like I want to build motorcycles. Y'all have watched my channel enough. For those of y'all who've seen me before, I want to build motorcycles. Well, just do it. Just do it. And when I do just do it, man, it's so much fun. It's so much more fun than watching other people do it. Now, there's a couple channels I follow really regularly. Man, they put something out. I'm excited about it. If you're into bikes, you got to know Sean from Bikes and Beards, Craig from the Bearded Mechanic, and now they've seemed to have roped Paul Sr. into their group. The guy from Wheels Through Time, he's pretty cool. He works on really old stuff. But these guys are doing things that I want to do. And the thing to do is to just do that thing. Man, just do that thing. And quit letting my life pass before my eyes, Why am I living through other people? Because truth be told, it's easier. It's easier to get on here. It's easier to watch your favorite content creator and live life through them. Wow, he did this. Wow, he did that. Or she did this. And she did that. But it takes effort to do this stuff yourself. But man, it's so much more meaningful. So much more meaningful when you do it yourself, And I think a healthy balance would quite literally be this. Just, not that you shouldn't watch these people and you shouldn't enjoy the work that they put into their channels, but to use it to inspire you to do what you want to do. Use their content, use their experiences to inspire you to go out and make your own. Man, last night I was watching this old show that I watched when I was a kid. I couldn't sleep, and thankfully my wife is pretty good at sleeping through, my nonsense. And it was this old show called Zoom. And man, I loved Zoom so much. And as I'm sitting there watching it, like, these kids, and Zoom was mostly kid-led too. Like of course they had adults. But from what I understand, like the scripts were written by the kids, everything about it was written by the kids. And they just would have fun. They would just have fun, and they always encourage people to go out and do for yourself. Go out and try this, try that. Here's a fun game you can play with your friends. Here's a cool project you can do. They were making these film canister rockets, which I thought was pretty awesome, using baking soda and vinegar. And I remember watching that show and seeing those rockets, and then asking my mom for some film canisters so I could make them myself. And of course, my mom was not okay with me making rockets. Really, what my mom wasn't okay with was the mess that came with the rockets. But ain't nothing but a thing. And I even looked some of them up on Facebook just to see if they're still around, I couldn't find any of them except for one guy. One guy he's still doing Zoom stuff. I wish that show was still back on. They'd put it back on there. That was cool. But I don't think it'd be what it was. But anyway, with all that said, man, enjoy life. Enjoy your life. Life is so short and life is so precious. And, there's so many people around us who don't appreciate every day that they have. And I ask myself this question a lot. If this was the last day I had on earth, how would I live it? What would I do and how would I live it? And why not do those things? Ask yourself that question, and then ask yourself this: why don't I do whatever? If this was the last day you had, from midnight to midnight, how would you live? And then just do those things. Like, oh man, I would take this trip. I would go do this. I'd spend time with this person. I would do this. I would do that. And do those things. Now, granted, if they're self-destructive things, don't do that. But man, if they're meaningful things, do it. That guy has got a really cool cedar log in his truck. I love cedar. But do those things. Do those things instead of wishing. Just do it. Just do it. If all we live for is to wake up and make money, what a waste. If all we live for is to wake up, make money, play on our phones, and then go to sleep. Man, if you would have told me when I was a kid that this was the way life was going to be when I'm grown, like this is what I would be doing, I would have said something to the effect of, no, we're not going to do that thing. And man, why not listen? Why not listen? Why not listen to that inner youth? I hang out with, I was a youth pastor for a long time, so I love kids. Got some grandkids. And man, when I go to the park with them, they are so much fun, man. They make fun out of everything. Anything they can do, they have fun with it. And man, why don't I do that? What would my life be like if I did that? And hey, today's a new day. Why not start? And I kind of have been starting. Kind of have been doing that. You guys see me tearing stuff apart in my shed. It's not because I have to. It's because I want to. It's a lot of fun. Especially now that I'm an adult and I don't actually have to put it back together. My dad always kind of had this rule: if you take it apart, you got to put it back together. And I know why, because I'd make a huge mess. But it's whatever. Well, I think tomorrow, if I do this, sorry folks, just driving by, it's kind of interesting. This guy's got a really cool truck. Isn't it weird seeing vehicles you grew up with now with antique tags? What do you do with that? Am I an antique? My '01 truck and my '01 Sportster are going to get antique tags this year. How is an '01 an antique? How is that much life gone by? Man, '01 I was in 6th grade. Nuts. Let's see if I can catch a squirrel. Yeah, and there he is, right there. Right there. They were playing a minute ago. They're cool. I love squirrels. I used to have one when I was a kid. We rescued it, and they're really social critters. They really are. I was surprised. But it kind of makes sense, they have family. And from what I understand, when they mate for life too. So if you kill one squirrel, you've killed two. The other one will die from grief, which is horrible. Makes me never want to go kill squirrels again. Or just shoot both of them and be done with it. You're going to massacre your family, so I'm going to have something, hey, whatever it is, circle of life. Yeah, they're so pretty. They're like rats in trees. They're like pretty rat. What if rats were that cute? I bet we wouldn't kill them in mouse traps. Yeah, I'm talking about you, squirrel. He's watching me. I bet if I fed them every morning, they'd come to me. It's supposed to be pretty here all weekend, so I might do some motorcycle ride. Definitely gonna do some motorcycle ride. Man, I went and did a ride last weekend, and it was pretty awesome. Met some cool folks. That's what I love about, and that's one thing I hear folks talking about. Oh man, the good old days and how everything's rotten nowadays. No, man, there's some cool stuff happening. Like, you got communities of folks now that can connect with each other, and sometimes I think that's a bad thing. If you're connecting on stuff that's bad. But man, like for motorcycles, dude, you want to get into a group, scroll on Facebook for a minute and find you one. They're not hard to find. If you like a specific type of bike, scroll on Facebook. You can find them. Like I told y'all earlier, I love Honda Shadows. Probably my favorite bike. Favorite bike genre. Like, they're the most practical bikes I've ever had. And I found this whole Facebook group dedicated to just Honda Shadows. My Nighthawk is probably the funnest bike I own. I talked about that yesterday. Engine to fun ratio, CC to fun ratio. With smaller bikes, it's always greater. Like, if you got 100 pounds of fun, if you had 2 motorcycles and each were worth 100 pounds of fun, say you got a 1200, those are fun, 100 pounds of fun. But man, look at the ratio between fun and CCs with a 250. Like, the 250s are 100 pounds of fun, and you can't help but not enjoy them when you get on them and ride the crap out of them. Like, 70 miles an hour to me on a 250 is way more fun than 70 miles an hour on that thing, or a big bike. Because you're like, I got more here I could get out of it. Let's get some more. Oh, I'm being chased by cops. Whereas with the 250, whoa, I'm being chased by cops. Heck yeah. That's going to be some bragging rights. Y'all, I got pulled over. I was going 65 in a 50. Whoa, your bike can do 65? See, that's what small displacement bikes they get excited about. Like, I didn't know you can actually go that fast. But it's whatever. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to mosey on back to the house and get my work day started. Anyway, I love you guys. Get out your house, enjoy life. Man, put your phone down. This is the message for today. Put your phone down and do something that you see other people do. Do something that you want to do. And life is short. Enjoy it. Take time. Take time for yourself. And remember, just because you make mistakes doesn't make you a mistake, and that the world is a better place with you in it. So, love you guys, and I look forward to hanging out with y'all again. And feel free to comment on these videos. I love comments. I love interacting with people. And we will do that. So, later.